Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Yes, we're here. The Disco 2 live from the Gloom Tomb of New York City. Have no fear. The cough is not back. I have a little phlegm in the throat from all the traveling. The whole crew is here.
Yep.
This is a rarity. It's me, G Moody, whose last name rhymes with duty.
Yes.
Always ready, GMoneti. And the producers are in the house.
What up, what up?
Yeah.
Miles Davis, Jordan Winter, the producer extraordinaire from the I AM RAPAPORT Stereo Podcast. We're all in the same place at the same time, podcasting. And what a week it has been, ladies and gentlemen. It is we are deep in the crest, deep in the throes of the NBA Finals. G Moody was in New York while we took to the streets of Cleveland and innocently spun the city all the way upside down. The whole crew got it. You may or may not have seen we went to the land and we went to Game 3. We went right into the belly of the beast to bring it rough, rugged, and raw to LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
It was a bloodbath.
It was a fucking bloodbath. And as you may or may not know, because I don't know if everybody who listens to the podcast follows any of my social media shit. Innocently, after we had some barbecue, I want to give a shout out to Mabel's Barbecue.
Excellent.
What was it? Mabel's Barbecue. That's Jordan. You may recognize Jordan's voice. He was my road dog when we put out the first ever podcast diss track where we brought it rough, rugged, and raw to Dan Lebitard and co. Fucked them real nice.
John Wiener.
You know those guys blocked me on Twitter?
For real?
After they started firing people at ESPN, they were like, those guys were like, they blocked me.
Unbelievable.
So me, Miles, and Jordan went to Cleveland, and we had some barbecue at, what was the name of the spot? Mabel's?
In the alley.
In the alley. Nice little, like, it's like the strip of Cleveland. Like, Cleveland is like a small city. It's like a small town within a huge city. I've never been there before. Shout out to Bobby Womack, the great Bobby Womack, from the streets of Cleveland, soul singer. I've never been to Cleveland. Had you guys ever been to Cleveland before?
No, that was my first time.
Mine too.
And,
Beautiful city, though.
Beautiful city.
Beautiful city, nice people.
Historic.
Nice people.
The people were great. Very
people.
nice.
Good barbecue. Brisket
barbecue.
was a little bit overcooked, but, you know, the ribs got it done. Yeah.
All the people we came across were nice. And after barbecue, well, over the barbecue, I think I said, we need to go get a broom.
Yeah.
We need to get a fucking broom to bring to Game 3. Right into Quicken Loans Arena. Because if you're going to sweep a team, you don't just start breaking out the brooms at Game 4. A sweep is a 4-game sweep. And I innocently thought, well, if they're going to sweep them in 4, I need to start sweeping this fucking shithole up today. So I said, we went to was it a Rite Aid or a CVS? And I said, excuse me, sir, do you have a broom? And they said, no, we don't. And I said, what kind of fucking CVS doesn't have a broom? So we Googled a place, like a hardware store. And lo and behold, I found a place called Samsel Supply Store, one of these like janitorial supply stores where they got ropes, fucking hammers, you know, like industrial cleaning supplies, like shit that they use in hotels and factories to like scrub floors and lay cement. And they were like, of course we have a broom. It's like a family-owned local spot. Walked right up to that broom, purchased it for about $21. They're like, that's a very expensive broom. I bought the best broom I possibly could. Nice wood, oak wood handle.
And what happened?
We walked right the fuck out of there. The guy at the cash register, these are all Cleveland local people. He said, well, what are you buying the broom for, sir? They recognized me. I said, well, there's a game tonight. And his face like dropped. And then we went out on the streets and I started sweeping. I got in the Uber, paid with my own money. We Ubered back to the hotel. We saw Michael Wilbon. We saw all these different people, and everybody kept saying, "What do you have the broom for?" And I said, "Wilbon." I said, "There's a game tonight."
Right.
He just started.
He was gone.
He was dying laughing.
Didn't seem to happen.
Well, they won that game through. Well, don't skip over because
Okay,
there's a
go
whole
ahead.
broom thing.
All right.
I know you want to skip over
Yeah,
it.
I want to fucking fuck you, man.
So this is in broad daylight. I'm walking around with the broom. The local Cleveland people are like, looking at me like double taking me like, what the fuck? Some kept saying to me, well, why do you have a broom? And I said, why don't you have a broom, motherfucker? That's the real question is, why don't you have a broom?
Right.
Game time came. We went right through security. I put the motherfucker right through the scanner, the x-ray machine, walked right into Quicken Loans, walked right onto the floor, right onto the court. Right onto the fucking court. Like, and it's the first time I was ever at Quicken Loans, and all the celebrities, this is how little things go down in Cleveland. All the celebrities that have ever come to Quicken Loans, and there's I'd say about 15 signatures, they sign the court. You can't see it on TV, but they sign the court in the corner. I walked right up to there. You could see like Rihanna, Jay-Z, this one, that one, Usher. I started sweeping that shit with my broom. Security's looking at me.
Oh, man.
Walked right up to the Warriors. They're warming up. Klay Thompson's out there. He's like in a zone when he's warming up.
Okay.
He's walking past. I go, Klay. He sees me with the fucking broom. He looked at like I was an escaped convict.
Yeah.
But happily. Like he gave a look like, what the fuck? Matt Barnes, they loved it.
Right.
We watched the game. Great game. Cleveland, of course, lost game 3. What was the climate in the arena, Jordan? Jordan and Miles, we were sitting in the media seats, and then we were in a booth at halftime in the second half.
Gotta admit, little nervous. Nervous energy.
Oh, they were terrified. They could see the writing on the wall.
The Cleveland fans
They
were
fucking were terrified.
shook.
They didn't even when you were outside with the broom. It didn't matter. They knew what was coming. It was kind of like a nervous laughter. They weren't getting mad at you. Nobody was on your back. They were just nervous.
It's funny because no one was on my back when I was there. But a day later, 2 days later, after the game and after we left town in a fucking brouhaha, Cleveland Twitter. I see this it's supposed to be like, it's like a gang, Cleveland Twitter. They're like, do this, and then they're do that, do this, do that. And consequently, Dean Rapaport, because these fucks, they don't know who Dean Rapaport is. They don't know who the shooter is. Obviously, the people that listen to the I AM Rapaport podcast, you're very familiar with Dean Rapaport. He emerged, and I've taken on Cleveland Twitter. Me and Dean Rapaport took him on by ourselves, all alone. Fucking, it was like I did it on the plane, like while I was drinking coffee. It was a fucking joke. A day at a beach. They're like, oh, you don't want to fuck with Cleveland Twitter. I'm calling them out. Cleveland Twitter, come out to play. Dub, what was your takeaway from being in Cleveland and that game?
I actually really enjoyed Cleveland as a whole. Definitely one of the smaller cities I've ever been to, but very clean, nice architecture. The people there were very friendly.
Very nice people in Cleveland. All super nice. All the people we came across. All the people at the Quicken Loans. I want to say hello to all those people.
I mean, to be just completely honest, everyone was having a great time with you and the broom. Outside the arena, inside the arena.
I didn't think twice about the fucking broom.
No.
We didn't think twice. This wasn't like a contrived thing. I assumed other people would have fucking brooms.
It was like 5 hours before game time that we got the broom. It wasn't something that was preconceived. It was something that we thought of over lunch.
Good lunch in Cleveland.
Yep.
Great lunch.
Great lunch.
I think that there should have been more people with brooms.
I don't know why, like, the whole arena wasn't filled with brooms. Like, clean your shit up.
I heard
Sweep this fucking place up.
that there were security measures put in place for Game 4.
For Game 4, no brooms. Yo, for game 4, no brooms were allowed in Quicken Loans Arena. For game 3, there was only one broom allowed in Quicken Loans Arena, and that was by me.
I just don't get why, quote unquote, Cleveland Twitter is getting so bent out of shape. You're the champs. This is what happens when you're the champs.
They're not used to it. That's why they need to get back to this series needs to get over. Because currently it's 3-1. We're gonna get to game 4. Currently it's 3-1. What needs to happen to Cleveland, the Cleveland Cavaliers and Cleveland sports? Their comfort zone is heartbreak, tears, pain, and bitterness. Winning a fucking championship and making it to the World Series. See, making it to the World Series is the new millennium Cleveland sports. Like, we're going to put you right there and then fuck you. The Cavaliers got over the hump. And now they don't know what the fuck to do to them. If you're the champs, you got the so-called best player in the world. Motherfuckers bring brooms to the arena.
Absolutely.
It goes with the territory. It's like you get booed when you're the champs. Okay?
And they didn't even think twice. You went right through security with it.
Right to the fucking floor.
You put your phone down, you put your wallet, your keys on the side, you put the broom right fucking on top of your keys.
It went right through.
And then right when you got to the floor, who came up to you? Everybody from ESPN's coming up to you. Chris Carter's coming up to you. All the players.
Michael Smith. They all came up to me.
You're the belle of the ball after that.
Because I got a broom. I'm like, I don't understand.
Like, who's this crazy motherfucker?
With a broom.
Like, we knew he was crazy, but this motherfucker's going.
I didn't know this was a big deal. What did I do? I didn't know nothing. What did I do?
On enemy turf.
I thought you know what happened
in their house.
In your fucking house.
The whole weekend, too.
The whole fucking week. I had that fucking broom. And then the next day I was out in the streets. I had my coffee at the Starbucks with that fucking broom. And then the next day, we went into Quicken Loans Arena. It was like a fucking funeral parlor. Empty. Security put me right the fuck through again with the broom.
Yeah, that was before the interviews, which you were reprimanded.
I was reprimanded. A light touch on the wrist, and I believe I can't say for sure, but what I've heard is that the Cleveland Cavaliers complained that a credentialed, I had a credential, an NBA credential, a credentialed person would bring a broom into the arena.
Allegedly.
Again, I go, why didn't all fucking, why didn't Shaq, Mike Breen, Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, they should all had fucking brooms there with them. If they had won that game, who was going to sweep the fucking blood and the mess and the guts and the glitter off the fucking floor? I was there. I was there with good intentions. I'm trying to keep the fucking place tidy.
So, look, the Cleveland fans took it in stride, and it wasn't the deciding game.
No, it was game 3.
It was all in good fun. And then what happens? You went on Undisputed with
the broom,
and Skip Bayless, Joy Taylor, shout out to Joy.
Shannon Sharp.
LeBron's.
He's a big fan of LeBron James.
And what happened? What'd you do with the broom?
I had them sign the broom, and I had everybody else that I came across sign the broom. And then we flew back to L.A. with the broom, put the motherfucker right through TSA. No problems. They had seen it. It was all over the newspaper. Let me tell you something about myself, and GMoneti could attest to it. I never, ever, ever go out of my way to do anything. I don't do publicity stunts. I had no idea that this would turn into a whole thing.
Right.
In all seriousness, it was all over the fucking this and that or whatever. It was totally genuine. And I said, if they sweep, I'm gonna have this signed broom donated to the Cleveland Medical Clinic, which is probably the greatest medical clinic in the country.
Right.
Now, obviously, the Cavaliers stopped the sweep. They played very, very good in Game 4, and the broom has lost its momentum, although it lives in infamy. So I'm going to keep the broom. I'm going to keep getting it signed, and we're going to see what happens with it. Because even somehow, some way, if somehow, some way Golden State was to lose this series down 3-0, that broom will be symbolic for that, and it'll still have value, and I will donate the proceeds to wherever.
After you shove it up your fucking keister.
After I keister it. Now, the one thing I want to say about Game 4, it has brought out some of the worst qualities in people. I myself have never seen a playoff series in any sport bring out the worst this much sort of debate, disgruntled, frustration, anger.
From who?
From just sports media, the LeBron Jordan comparisons, me and you arguing.
Yeah.
Like we were arguing. Like, it wasn't like we were fighting, but we were arguing. Like we're in disagreement. Like you're like, fuck this guy, and I'm like, fuck this guy. And then like game 4 was intense. Like that was about as old. That was old school basketball.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be swept. I knew they wasn't going out like that.
Oh, you knew that.
I'm going out right now. Let's make. I got them winning in 7.
Okay,
Cleveland.
Okay, so
I'm saying it.
Okay, now we're no longer going to say things. There's going to be consequences to our actions.
Okay.
If Golden State wins Game 5, because this episode will be airing, okay, on Monday, June 12th. Okay, you may or may not listen to it that day, but I'm assuming by the time you listen to this, Golden State will have won.
You hope. You got a lot riding on this. You pop. You the only motherfucker out there popping a lot of shit. These motherfuckers won one game, right? You thought they was going to get swept.
I was at Mark Wahlberg's family restaurant, Wahlburgers, talking shit
before
the game, after the game. My name is on the banner. I'm easy to find. I'm always easy to find.
And when they win that next one.
If they win that next one, then it'll be Game 6.
I saw something that I know the coaches saw. And they know the strategy.
Well, what is that, G? What did you see?
I'm not saying nothing.
Oh,
I
you
know
want to give it away?
Yeah, I don't want to give it away.
You saw that Richard Jefferson followed Kevin.
KD is the guy. If they could take him out of the game, somehow they will win the next game.
Take him out of the game what? The last game he had 35 points.
But he wasn't scoring. That's not why they lost. He wasn't scoring.
That doesn't make any sense.
In the third quarter.
If you say he had 35 points, but he wasn't scoring. He didn't have like 20 in one quarter.
He had when they needed him to score, he wasn't there. Jordan, they weren't scoring.
I'm gonna let my stat guy Jordan, because that's not true.
Stat guy.
They were down. The Golden State was down 11 at one point.
How much he scored after the 8-minute mark in the fourth quarter? Because that's when it fucking matters.
Now you're Mr. Stat.
No, we play ball. You know what time it is. First half don't mean shit. Right? The third quarter in the 8-minute mark.
That had everything to do with...
If your man ain't scoring, they losing. You with the broom. Fuck you got the broom for, dude? It's no sweet. And then you're going to be with an egg on your face that Monday when they win that game.
I'm bringing the Swiffer.
You think those fucking guys don't be like, oh, shit, we lost 3-1 last year to this motherfucker. This is ball, psychological. You know what time it is.
They're going to come back and win the series.
Yes.
And if they don't, let's make a bet right now. I'm going to let you do it. How about we shave your fucking eyebrows?
Nah, I ain't doing that. You come up with something else.
How about I get you an undersized Steph Curry jersey, undersized, and the shorts, undersized, and you got to wear it for a week in the Bronx and film yourself in broad daylight. So you might be an XL. I get you an L, a size large, short shirt and jersey.
I ain't wearing no shorts. I'm not wearing.
You're wearing the whole uniform.
Nah, I'm not rocking that, B.
You're so sure. I mean, if you're so sure they're gonna win, this should be like I'll do whatever because you're so sure they're gonna win.
Give me next game. Give me one game.
How about you're not tattooed?
Okay.
You get a little tramp stamp.
Yo, fuck this bets, man. I think they could be punked too, Golden State. I think they could be punked. They started it too.
Who's gonna do the punking on Cleveland?
LeBron started it.
Who's gonna do the punking? Who's the tough guy on Cleveland?
LeBron. It started. It started the last game. You saw it, right? Richard Jefferson's getting under my man's skin. He's playing him 94 feet, and it's frustrating him. And if you saw it, he went out of his way, KD, to kind of elbow him, and he got a foul. You played ball. You know what that is. That's psychological. Richard Jefferson is in my man's head. He's playing him 94 feet.
He had 35 fucking points.
With a loss.
You're talking now, but you won't take any bet.
It ain't about the bets, B. LeBron saving these guys' careers. James Jones, he goes wherever this fucking guy goes.
That's his fucking personal assistant.
Right.
James Jones is LeBron James' fuckboy.
Yeah. James Jones don't get no burn, nowhere. But He's getting them checks, and he's getting chips. So when LeBron gets enshrined in the Hall of Fame, who's going to fucking bring him in? James Jones.
All right. So here's the deal. We are in New York right now. We're doing something for our long time, most loyal. We love all our sponsors, but Casper has been our ride or die since day one. So we're collectively in New York. And then without any plan, as soon as Golden State lost game 4, we said, fuck. And I hate to travel. If I stay in a car for more than 15 minutes, I get a sinus infection.
Shit.
So traveling on planes is not something I like to do. So we went from Cleveland back to LA on, was that Friday? I'm so spun around. Thursday. Flew from Cleveland back to LA, and we had to go from Cleveland to Dallas to LA. I was all fucked up.
Damn.
I spent the day in LA Friday, and then Saturday morning, after Friday, I hosted the Rich Eisen show. Really had a good time. Thank you to Rich Eisen. That was dope. I don't know if anybody saw it. I had Meta World Peace. I had Ricky Davis. I had Rex Chapman. And I had Peter Schrager talking about the NFL. 3 hours, live TV, live radio. It was dope.
Man, live.
And then the next day, Saturday morning, we took a 7:25 a.m. flight to New York. And then Sunday, we're going to be in New York. And then we're taking a red-eye Sunday night back to Oakland to be there to witness.
Oh, you're going to be back and forth. You got about a week more travel. It ain't over. It ain't over, motherfucker. They coming back to Cleveland. They're going to close it out.
It ain't over, motherfucker. Won't even make a bet.
They're going to close it out there in the Bay.
Let's get that tramp stamp.
Nah, B.
Let's get that tramp stamp on you. We get that tramp stamp.
You know what?
GSW.
You know what? You sound familiar. Last year this time, you was popping all that. And they came back and won 4 straight. This is not impossible. This is the greatest player of our time, bruh. He can do it, and you counting him out like he's some scrub.
I said
you're going to be eating your words.
There needs to be a moratorium on mentioning LeBron James' name and Michael Jordan. If you say the name Michael Jordan, you need to have an hour grace period before you mention the name LeBron James. If you say the name Kobe Bryant, you have to wait a half an hour before you mention the name LeBron James.
Y'all bugging, man.
That's it.
Y'all bugging.
This motherfucker's about to lose in 5 games. Over. Now, if he comes back somehow and they do win, I'm going to reevaluate. I will reevaluate everything. I know.
You said 4. You said they're going to get swept. Now you're talking 5.
No, my original prediction on the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast was 6 games.
Oh, okay. All right.
I didn't predict. It wasn't like I was from the beginning they're going to sweep them. But when I saw the sweep, the potential for the sweep, I had to get that.
Same like last year.
That being said, this is the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. We're done talking basketball. You got anything you want to get off your chest, G?
Nope.
No more.
Basketball's up.
You want to take the bet?
No, I'm not taking that bet.
You don't want to take that bet?
No.
You sure?
I said, give me one more game.
And then you'll make a bet?
If they win the next game, I know you're going to be shitting.
I want that fucking tramp stamp.
Nah.
I want that Steph Curry face on the back, right above your little ass crack. That's what I want.
Nah, this ain't no, nah.
All right. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. I told you we were here rocking with Casper. So I want to tell you about Casper mattresses, okay?
You could try a Casper mattress for 100 nights risk-free in your home. If you do not love it, they will pick it up and refund you everything. With over 20,000 reviews online and an average of 4.8 stars, Casper is quickly becoming the internet's most popular mattress. They have sheets, they have pillows, they even have doggy beds. Go to Casper.com, save $50 towards any mattress purchase by visiting www.casper.com/Rapaport. Use the promo code Rapaport. Try a Casper mattress, 100 nights risk-free in your home. If you don't love it, they will pick it up and refund you everything. Go to www.casper.com/Rapaport.
Gamertag Radio. Radio is headed to E3 2017.
E3 is one of the biggest events for Gamertag Radio, and you don't want to miss this.
Join hosts Danny Pena, Paris Lilly, and Peter Toledo direct from the convention center floor.
What are the plans for Microsoft? We're going to see more new titles from Sony PlayStation. And how about Nintendo? Interviews, roundtable discussion, previews, hand-on impressions, and more.
E3 2017 coverage on Gamertag Radio.
June 11th through the 15th. GamerTagRadio.com or play.it/Gamertag.
So, we're back. I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Live from the Gloom Tomb of New York City. Jordan Winter, Miles Davis, the producer extraordinaire duo. We're here doing the damn thing. The final thing about the Golden State Warriors Cleveland Game 4 is the whole circus came to town. Tristan Kardashian's
Tristan Kardashian.
Did I say that?
You might as well say it.
What did I say?
You said Tristan Kardashian. So
I had
what?
a great interview with Tristan Thompson.
He's a good
nice
dude.
Totally good dude. I told him right to his grill.
Yeah.
I said,
watch yourself. Get out.
I told him right to his grill.
Did you tell him get the fuck out?
He knows. And if he doesn't know, they had a whole fucking diatribe during the game. Jeff Van Gundy.
What did he say?
Went in a whole thing about, I don't understand why they're making. I'm not doing an impression.
Right.
I don't understand why they're making a big deal about his girlfriend and the Kardashians, and no one made a big deal about LeBron James's significant other, and no one made a big deal about Stephon Curry's significant other. He basically stood up for the whole Kardashians.
Yeah.
During the NBA Finals, Dave DeBusschere is in his grave trying to kick the fucking thing open. During the goddamn game, I was so disappointed with Jeff Van Gundy. You're standing up for the Kardashians. Yeah. They're like a circus. They're like a traveling carnival.
And they got like 10 brothers in their wake where motherfuckers can lay out a history of, when these people get around, bad shit happen.
So the segue for that was I was setting that up is one of the things that I probably the only thing that I think is really unacceptable and non-redeemable about the Kardashians is the fake body parts, and they are inspiring other people to want to try to achieve to look like them. The court ordered a doctor who's known as the butt lift doctor to stop performing any more surgeries. It's this fucking guy in Florida, a real doctor.
He getting that paper.
He killed somebody who wanted a fake ass.
Well, what did he inject her with?
I don't do do I fact check?
Rubber, tire. I mean, they always give him some Home Depot shit.
Right.
Spackle. They all, because they don't have shit. Yeah, you want your ass lifted? I got some spackle.
So this guy has been ordered to stop the butt lifting, the spackling, the cementing, the rubber cementing of young women's asses.
Caulking.
A mom in the Bronx also, this just happened, in the Boogie Down Bronx. I don't know why anybody would think going to the Dominican Republic to get any surgery would be a smart thing. They're like, you could get the surgery
because
in
there's no regulations. That's why. It's like, you could do it out in the fucking street.
25-year-old mother, beautiful woman, and you look her up. This is sad. She was found unconscious in the Bronx due to complications from the plastic surgery she had in the Bronx, down in Dominican Republic. She had botched plastic surgery, and she died of this. Not funny at all.
Not at all.
Nothing's funny about this. She got butt implants, tummy tuck, breast enhancement. They basically Frankenstein this young woman. And the people that did this, see, this is the difference between a sick fuck and not a sick fuck. These people don't get sick fuck.
Nope.
Because this is a terrible thing. People are actually dying because of this. And I think a lot of it has to do with the influence of the Kardashians' fake ass. That's the flagship ass to get.
Right. And it got the citizens going crazy. But listen, you must realize those asses ain't real.
I know.
You look at them and you like, wow. But risk reward. I'm gonna risk my life for a fake ass.
I've said it once. I've said it twice. Ladies, how would you feel if Maybe
Moody.
Maybe you're with G Moody and he pulls out a rubber dick.
A rope of dope.
And come to find out, you're like, wait a second.
He sold me a fake bill of goods.
You wouldn't like it.
I thought he was the Black Tom Jones.
No,
he
he's not
turned
the
out
black...
to be Gary Coleman.
Yeah, and his loaf is falling apart.
Right. You wouldn't like that, even though if I'm on the train and my shit is scraping the ground, but it's fake. But you like it because it's scraping the ground. But then we get together and you see I have a micro. So, Rap, you're right.
And here's the kicker. I never want to think that we have any ill will things against. We're no biasness. Men, women, men. We talk about
everybody.
The Kardashians, and I got someone I'm going to talk about to tie into this.
Even the non-gender motherfuckers. We talk about that.
Actor Zac Efron.
What he did?
Yo, my man. First of all, put your fucking shirt on, Duke.
Who is that?
He's an actor, like pretty boy, young John Stamos looking motherfucker. I'm not gonna say anything because
he's not buff.
Buff. He's not buff. He's popping through his shit.
Oh, damn.
And I'm gonna just say this. First of all, put your shirt on, Duke. You're not all that.
Yeah. Oh, he not.
He's Diesel, but
he's Diesel.
I said this once, and I'm not pointing fingers. If they had PED testing in Hollywood,
it would be no motherfucking movies.
Yo, these dudes are not. They're not normal. They're more ripped up than athletes. Veins busting through their whole body, chests, and all that shit. Never played no football. Never played no lacrosse. None of that shit. Zac Efron, put your fucking shirt on, dude.
No, I disagree. If I'm in Hollywood, I'm doing all them steroids.
Why?
I want to look bigger than a motherfucker. And it's Hollywood. This ain't sports. You ain't testing me. This is the camera. I gotta look good for the fucking camera.
I'm just saying, if we're gonna talk about the women with the enhancements, there's dudes in Hollywood, I'm not naming names, who are doing the same shit. Because the women are the ones taking the flack. And the women are the ones that we talk about. And the women are the ones that are scrutinized the most. And I'm letting you know, motherfucker. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, come on, man.
You tell me, you can name the top 25 movie stars of the last 20 years. Not one of these motherfuckers is overweight or lost any of their hair. You think that's just because they're all in the fucking gym and on smoothie diets? Get the fuck out of here,
nobody thinks that.
I know people think that.
Really?
The dudes are exonerated because they're dudes. Right. And meanwhile, we're bashing the Kardashians left, right, and center.
They should be bashed because they're not in no movies. They're not actresses. They
sort of are.
Shilling products.
At this point, they sort of are. I'm just saying, Zac Efron.
Put your shirt on, Duke.
Put your shirt on, Duke. You look crazy on the yard. You just came out with a remake of the movie. What was the movie? Baywatch.
He gotta be buff, kid. He ain't got muscles like that. He needs supplement.
He's not James Harrison. You see, James Harrison is in the gym 2 times a day with the hoodie and the sweatshirt on, doing that shit.
Look what the fuck he's doing.
But Zac Efron, where's your workouts at, Duke? Where everybody who works out these days, they show a little bit of their workout. Right. Even NBA dudes, fucking NFL dudes. Antonio Brown, Cam Newton, they all show, yo, I'm in the gym. Sly Stallone, he's in the gym.
Right.
But with Zac Efron, we never see you in the gym, Duke.
You're right. You don't.
These dudes are doing shit. I'm telling you, I know for sure. I'm not naming names. And I'm not pointing fingers at anybody.
What about, let me ask you.
For me, I have to keep it balanced because we go hard on particularly the Kardashians. And it's nothing personal. I just want to make sure that you know that the chicks that are listening and the dudes that are looking up to these guys that are on screen running around butt naked and chest naked, it ain't what you think it is, Duke.
Have you ever, since you seen these guys looking so buff and you doing the sucker shit with the yoga and all that, and they getting real big, do you ever feel like, yo, maybe I should
That's not my brand. When I was in my 20s, I wasn't my brand. Wait, are you trying to say I need to get on that shit?
I'm saying the young motherfuckers are busting out their shirts, and here you come down the block.
I come out with my shit. First of all, yo, these dudes don't have any chest hair. They get rid of all that. Tell me one star who goes chest naked, who got chest hair. There's a whole, you got to go through a whole procedure to be on that shit.
Yeah, okay, I hear you.
That's never been in the stars for me. That's never been what I wanted to do.
Right.
And when I was even young and they tried to get me on that sort of offbeat pretty boy shit, I resisted that.
Right.
I probably should have went down that road.
You should have.
I wouldn't be doing this fucking podcast now.
No.
But this is the best thing that's ever happened to me because the liberation.
That's right. The liberation of Michael Rapaport.
The liberation of Michael Rapaport.
Of LB Jones.
Yes.
Yeah. Liberation of LB Jones. Oh, man, I got something to tell you. This is crazy. A Utah woman was in a Walmart.
Yeah.
And her kid was going crazy, like, screaming and crying. And they found out that he had a tooth that was kind of loose. So she grabbed a plier, took him into the bathroom and yanked the tooth out. Cops came. The guy was crying hysterically. They arrested her.
Good.
Yeah, she pulled it out with the garden shit.
The hedger.
Yeah.
Good. Now, I'm not saying she shouldn't have custody of her kid, but you need to go in the cooler.
That's abuse, they said. Yeah.
You're fucking yanking his tooth out with a hedge clipper.
Yeah.
What do you think of this? This has been in the news, and I wanted to see what you thought of this. In Massachusetts, a woman is charged in her boyfriend's death. But this is wild because I've been down this road on both sides of it. She was having a breakup with her boyfriend. And he was I'm imagining it was like this because they have the actual conversation. She's charged in her boyfriend's death. The boyfriend killed himself, but the text messages and the conversation, he was saying like, I don't want to break up with you and I'm going to kill myself. And she was saying, hang yourself, jump off a building, stab yourself. I don't know. There's a lot of ways. She texts us the money.
So?
Homeboy, unfortunately, wind up doing it. And now she's being charged as
accomplice
in his murder.
Oh man, let that girl go. This was a weak motherfucker, man. Listen,
hey, don't make light of it.
Wait, I'm not making light of it. Here it is. If she's trying to shame me or say some things where I'm saying, no, he's trying to garner sympathy from her. I'm gonna kill myself so she could be like, oh, don't do that. Come back. And she didn't do that. And she said, go ahead, do it. You a dumb motherfucker for doing that. I don't give a fuck if he's not around no more. You shouldn't have done that. You want sympathy. Fuck you, money.
Well, see, I can't talk. The young kid, 22 years old.
Even more. Your whole life ahead of you.
20.
For some broad, let the broad go. She made a mistake. She should have just said, yo, chill out.
Well, this is a lesson to be learned because if you're in that situation, you need to watch what you say, watch what you're tweeting, watch what you're texting.
Because people are all on all kind of pills.
I want to give a shout out to an unheralded stickman, under the radar stickman. He's sort of the everyman's stickman. An underdog stickman. He looks like a fucking Muppet. He's been laying it down for a long time. They tried to shave him. Ooh. David Spade.
Oh, D Speezy?
Got a nice reputation as a cocksman. Was pictured with the actress Naya Rivera, pretty girl from Glee. David Spade just divorced. And he was out in the pool. And they always want to point out the 52-year-old comedian was packing on the PDA, the public display of affection, with the 30-year-old Glee actress. Let my man fuck.
Who's writing
Can
that?
a stick man stick?
Well, you know what we need to do now? We need to point out the hater.
That's why I'm doing this.
And the article, like get his name. Why you care how old he is?
Right.
This is a star.
He's mad.
He's just divorced.
You're mad.
You're mad because you can't get that.
You mad because you're not skeeting.
Yep. I'd be like,
why is that in the paper?
I'd be like, David Spade, congratulations, you back out there. I see you got a nice young piece. That's it.
Same thing happened with rock god Jimmy Page from the Led Zeppelin. Jimmy P is 73. Jimmy Page is a rock god.
Hell yeah.
He got himself a nice young 26-year-old girl.
Oh, see, that's weak.
No. Yo.
If I'm 73.
Yo, he's a rock god. Like, if Jimi Hendrix was alive, would you expect him to be with some 74-year-old chick? Jimi Hendrix would be around that age now.
No, I'll be like
Jimi
50.
Hendrix would be stroking something real
50.
proper.
At least 50. I'm not going, 73, this is my great, and she's 26, this is my great-granddaughter.
Look at her. You mean to tell me if
I wouldn't hit that.
Okay.
What you talking to her about?
He don't need to talk to about music.
40 years she wasn't born.
She probably adores being around him.
She don't even know this motherfucker.
He's a rock god.
She
No,
knows
you're being out of conscience. If it was Jimi Hendrix, you wouldn't bat an eye.
She don't know these motherfuckers. She's 20.
26.
She knows fucking what's that designer in these motherfuckers. Jimmy Page?
You saying she's 20. I just said she's 26. So you mean if Jim Morrison,
None of them motherfuckers, they be like, who?
John Lennon was alive,
Who?
he would be doing this.
Yo.
She knows who he is. She looks like the girls that used to go to his concert. And I'm glad for Jimmy Page.
She's feeding him Gerber.
Nah, Jimmy Page looks good. He's out in the streets. He got on his Nikes, a leather jacket, all black, black shirt, black. He looks good. He got a little ponytail. He's a
I
rock.
like these guys, but I'm saying get a 50-year-old. Come on, Duke.
Okay. Now you're shaming him.
I think that's a crime what he's doing.
Okay.
73 with a 26? Come on, man.
Okay.
If you had a daughter and she brought home an 80-year-old motherfucker and she's 24, what you will do?
She goes from 26 to 20. He goes from 73 to 80.
Soon as you hit the threshold of 73, 74, you 80. That's it. You round shit off.
This was another case. This MMA fighter. He's charged with murder. I've been following this case. It's been documented a lot. This guy, War Machine, beat the shit out of his ex-girlfriend.
Damn. That's that MMA shit.
Well, he was on drugs and shit too.
Motherfuckers.
And he's in prison for life. Sexual assault.
His girlfriend?
All kind of shit.
That's that CTE.
Now I think this guy, because I've been following it, drugs.
How many
he
fights
wasn't
has
young,
he had?
not that many. It wasn't that. He was just hyped up on shit. They showed him.
K2?
I don't know what he was on.
Okay. All right. Speaking of K2.
Yeah. Good segue.
A young guy was in the throes of his addiction.
To what?
Ooey.
Oh, that
good ooey. No, that terrible ooey.
That Maurice Lucas.
That Jerome. And he was
that
alcohol,
Jerome Kersey.
Yeah, alcohol, tons of ooey. Started hallucinating. Closed the door in his room and chopped off his own penis.
Jesus Christ!
And his father was beside himself.
No shit.
And he said, "Man, my son, I don't know. We couldn't find it.
Couldn't find it.
I think he razor bladed it. He was in his room. He was barricaded in his room
on K2.
On K2, so
shame. He's
hallucinating. He's thinking Jason is in there.
Yo, don't fuck with that K2.
Yo,
that Kevin Willis. Don't fuck with it. Leave it alone.
Yo,
that Ernie Shavers.
You need an ambulance to tail you if you're gonna take a tab.
Don't do it. Just get weed. What else is going on, Moody? How's your crib?
My crib,
because this has been as long as the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast has existed. The shenanigans of GMoneti's rebuilding project have been going on. As you may or may not know, we had a GoFundMe. The good fans of the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast raised money.
Yes,
we had gifts. We had T-shirts. I believe we paid them all out. Have we paid them all out yet, Jordan?
The blood red T-shirts, the soft ass tees, the butter soft tees. Yes, they have been paid out.
Now the oxtails are the only thing that's we have to do, and it's going to open up. It's the city of New York with bureaucracy.
It's taking a long time, man.
I'm done. The house is done. The contract is done. It's just we need sign-offs.
What does that mean?
Plumbing, electricity, and it should be done this week, my friend.
Okay, because last June you said June. Last year we said June.
Any motherfucker out there know that gets some shit. They know how it takes. The bank fronted on the money, so we're waiting for the money. Doesn't come, things get extended. But now we're done.
By this point, we've actually met two of the Oxtail dinner donors. Kern Michael.
Yep.
We met in Chicago. Good dude.
Yes.
I actually met the Green Deviant. He's a guy based out of the UK and Spain. I met him in LA. Good dude. He's another one.
He's looking-
Oxtail dinner.
Yes.
Those people are like, I want my fucking dinner, Moody. It was cute for a minute. Now they're like, yo, where them tails at, dude?
Yo, we're going to make the announcement soon. We're about to open up that Gloom Tomb, B. I was over there yesterday. Looks splendid. I'm anxious for everybody to come and check it out.
I'm not gonna tell everybody what it is now, but on June 16th, we're making a big I Am Rapaport stereo podcast announcement. Big. That's all I'm gonna say.
We're gonna show our ass June 16th.
It's gonna be because of the fucking people who listen to the show and the Rapper Pack and everybody who rides and rocks and fights on Twitter and passes the word and everybody who's left reviews, who's talked about it. Whether you talk about it, don't talk about it, you listen to it in the bottom of your mother's basement, you degenerate cocksucker, you. Get the fuck out of the basement, you miserable fuck. Get some fucking sun. Talking to you two. From the bottom of my heart, while all four of us here, we appreciate the love, the support, all the Twitter shit, the reviews, all of it. The T-shirts you bought. So the podcast is moving forward. You know what? We're having a big announcement. We got to figure out something for the fans. And I'm going to say this right now. I'm wearing my favorite of all the Buttersoft I Am Rapaport stereo podcast T-shirts. I'm wearing the Raging Bull inspired I Am Rapaport stereo podcast designed by our guy Ian John. Fuck with Ian John on Instagram.
Yes. Great artist. Awesome.
And as you know, I love Raging Bull, and this is a Raging Bull inspired Robert De Niro T-shirt. You can get all the T-shirts at districtlines.com/I Am Rapaport. We're doing 25% off. The promo code is BUTTER, BUTTER, not butter, BUTTER, 25% off. The Raging Bull T-shirt is banging. As you know, the Stickman T-shirts are banging. Jordan, without me, went through customs the other day. We've been traveling. The TSA dude complimented him on his Gringo Mandingo T-shirt.
Oh, man. Shit, that's dope.
So we got those, and we're having a big announcement because the podcast is growing bigger, greener pastures. And Jordan, you wanted to say something.
Yeah. Well, since it's the first time that one half of the Dust Brothers, myself, Jordan Winter, a.k.a. J-Dub, Show Your Love, and Miles Smiles, we're here. We want to personally thank the fans.
Yeah, hell yeah.
For all the support.
Absolutely.
We fucks with you. Hard body karate.
Yes, for sure.
It took 300 plus episodes, but I got on this motherfucker. This is the first time they heard my voice, Rap.
Your name is actually Miles Davis.
Birth name.
Motherfuckers know.
That's right. And I want to shout out the Rapper Pack though, because without them, man, I've never gotten a chance to speak to them on the podcast. I love the love. We love the love.
Free Miles Davis. Let him speak.
Miles Davis.
It's the I Am Rapaport stereo podcast. We're going to listen to this funk. Be right back.
Gamertag Radio is headed to E3 2017.
E3 is one of the biggest events for Gamertag Radio, and you don't want to miss this.
Join hosts Danny Pena, Paris Lily, and Peter Toledo direct from the convention center floor.
What are the plans for Microsoft? We're going to see more new titles from Sony PlayStation. And how about Nintendo? Interviews, roundtable discussion, previews, hand-on impressions, and more.
E3 2017 coverage on Gamertag Radio.
June 11th through the 15th. GamerTagRadio.com or play.it/Gamertag.
All right, we're back. That was that Moody Beats, that funk, that good funk. Yo, I'm going to be back in New York City. If there's anybody in the tri-state area, Philly, whatever, I am going to be the sideline roving reporter for the Big 3 basketball tournament. Professional 3-on-3 tournament. 3-on-3 basketball is going to be the newest sport at the Olympics.
That's right. People have recognized. We've been playing this shit. I've been playing three-mans since 1976 in Brooklyn.
It's going to be fun.
Three-mans is the best fucking game.
If the United States, God forbid, ever lost a 3-on-3 Olympic gold medal, I don't know what I would do with myself.
To some bullshit country.
It could happen. But I'll be at the Barclays Arena in Brooklyn June 25th, it's the opening night of the tournament. Allen Iverson, Kenyon Martin, Chauncey Billups. Yo, this ain't no charity event. This ain't no celebrity game. I've been at the preseason games. You are going to love it. It's competitive. Fans, it's going to be dope. I'm going to be there. It's going to be lighthearted, but very, very competitive. And then the game will air every Monday on FS1. And I'm so excited to be a part of it. Ice Cube obviously came up with this idea. Look on Instagram. Allen Iverson is back in the gym. He's ready to go. He knows that dudes are coming to. They're not playing. There's money on the line. A lot of these dudes don't need money, but there's a couple of dudes that do need money. They're not out there fucking around.
Right, exactly.
If you win, you win.
It's a pot of gold.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yo, I want to give a shout out to Palm Pet Wine Shop on 131st and Lenox.
Yeah.
My man, the proprietors, the owners, Moselle, Watson, Steve, all the brothers, Vern, all the brothers out there.
How'd you meet these guys?
They're fans of the show, and he invited me to come down, watch the game, and good wine. And we got to hook these brothers up with some T-shirts. Good wine shop. They're opening a wine bar right next to it. So
that's dope in Harlem.
Yeah, and they from the same block.
Okay.
And they got a wine shop.
I want to go up there and get some of that wine.
Yeah, check it out.
Why didn't you bring a little bottle of something down here?
We've been drinking and watching the games. I was up there yesterday.
You couldn't bring a bottle for me? What am I, a fucking...
Moselle, what up, man? Give this motherfucker a bottle, man.
I like that rosé.
Okay.
I like rosé or white. I don't like the red. Yo, you know what we got to talk about? Derek fucking Fisher. Derek fucking Fisher.
Violating. Matt Barnes, what's good?
He already brought it to Matt Barnes trying not to go to jail over this shit. See,
he's driving his car.
You could sit here and instigate it from the sidelines, but then the next thing you know, something bad happens and it's not good. So, we know what that is. Ex-wife, baby mama.
Imagine a motherfucker driving your car. Why? It's registered to Matt Barnes. See, the lady,
I've been down that road.
The woman should know better and be like, yo, we're not going to do this. It's registered to Matt. Yo, get in your own ride.
And he flipped the car over. They were drunk driving. Luckily, either one of them weren't hurt.
Right.
And no one else was hurt. When you flip a car over, anything, all bets are off. Anything could happen.
That means you fucked up.
I want to say this to Matt Barnes, who I know I've hung out with. He's a good dude.
I like Matt.
Fuck this dude.
Stay away from this
guy.
He's trying to get you in jail,
You don't have to beat his ass. Fuck him. And none of it is worth it. That's my message to Matt Barnes. Fuck this bullshit. You already went down there. You smacked him up a little bit. Now leave it alone.
Karma is coming to this motherfucker.
And hopefully the karma that no one gets hurt in the karma.
Right.
Because flipping a car over could have been bad for all parties and innocent bystanders. I don't know what to say. It's the I AM Rapaport Stereo Podcast. My name is the Gringo Mandingo.
Yes.
Some people still know me as Bird. Some people still... Golden State Warrior, great. NBA, great. World Be Free. Did, in fact, give me the nickname Bird in 1982. Gerald brought me to the park, Howard Park, and we're all said, hey, G, why you bring Bird out here?
That's
you brought Larry Bird out to the park?
And the legend was born.
GMoneti. Last name rhymes with duty. Always ready, GMoneti.
That's taking precedence.
So you say.
Switch it around. Say that first, then say the other.
So you say. The Black Ed McMahon, the White Arsenio Hall, Miles Davis, Jordan Winter. Love to the fans.
Yeah.
Appreciate all the love and the support and the reviews and everything else you guys give us. We just try to give you the best shows possible. It's the I AM Rapaport Stereo Podcast, and we done.